Yo, it's the first Red Friday of the year. We got the Arizona Cardinals taking on your Kansas City Chiefs. Let's do it.
Touchdown! Kansas City! One of the greatest duos in the history of the National Football League. Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce on a push fade comeback. And the Chiefs have won this incredible divisional playoff game in overtime.
All right, everybody, so check it out, man. It is, like I said in the intro, the very first Red Friday of the year. I'm stoked. I'm excited. Fridays are wonderful days in the fall because we got Friday Night Lights tonight. And we got the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. So I am stoked. Real quick update on my boys for the high school football team. We had a rough week last week. Our starting QB1 that I've talked about a little bit before, unfortunately, he broke his wrist, man. So not looking good for him to be back anytime soon. He's out at least 4 weeks. That's all right. We got a really good number 2 quarterback. A little bit different of a guy. He can run a little bit. And we're at home tonight, so wish us luck. Right on into our Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow, and when we do, I will be giving stuff away. So let's grow this channel, guys. And then right into the Cardinals. Let's talk about them. They got a lot of injuries, right? So number one to talk about is not an injury, it's a suspension. DeAndre Hopkins not available for them. After that, you have Zach Ertz. He did not participate in practice on Thursday. J.J. Watt did not participate Wednesday or Thursday. Trayvon Mullen did not participate Wednesday or Thursday. Limited participants in practice are Justin Pugh, Cody Ford, Jonathan Ward, Rondale Moore. He's a speedster. If you don't know who Rondale Moore is, you haven't been paying attention. He could be a problem for us. Marcus Golden, he did not participate on Wednesday. It was a limited participant on Thursday. He's got a toe. Back to Rondale Moore real quick. He's listed as a hamstring. That's a problem that fast guys have a lot, so we'll pay attention to that one. Marcus Golden looks to be good to go. Ezekiel Turner, Rodney Hudson, they're just resting him, apparently. They gave him rest on Wednesday. He was a full participant on Thursday. And Aaron Brewer was a full participant on Thursday. He is their long snapper. Chiefs injury report. Frank Clark did not participate yesterday because of an illness. I'm so back and forth on Clark. I was really encouraged by what I saw at camp this year with Clark mentoring the younger players and seemingly working really hard, and I'm sure he was working really hard. He's had this lingering stomach issue, and I'm actually kind of worried about the guy, man. Like, we have all the best doctors available there at the facility and working with the Chiefs. Let's get that stomach thing figured out, guys. Like, what if he's got some kind of weird disease or something? Do we need to call in Dr. House? Like, what's the deal, man? This illness thing with him is all the time, and honestly, I know what that's like. I went through some of that myself with some stomach issues, and it turned out it was severe anxiety that was causing all that for me. So maybe that's what's going on with him. Anyway, Trey Smith, full participant. Darian Kennard, full participant. Juju Smith-Schuster, full participant. Malik Herring, full participant. Deion Bush, full participant. But they are on the injury report. That's why I listed their names. So, looking ahead to Sunday, what do we got to do to win the game? Well, I'll tell you what we got to do. That defense that we've revamped, that we spent all those picks on, those young men that are going to line up and start, they got to do something, man. They got to take care of protecting that end zone. Can you bend a little bit? Yeah, you can bend a little bit. Can you make a few mistakes? Yeah, you can make a few mistakes. What we can't do is we can't make the same mistakes over and over and over again. If Kyler Murray starts taking off and running, you got to get that under control quickly. They have guys, despite DeAndre Hopkins being suspended, they have guys that can beat you deep and beat you deep often. Rondale Moore being one of those, but they have several guys on that roster at the receiver position. They're a very interesting group. I'm going to pull those guys up right now. All right, so here you go. Here's the receivers in Arizona. You got Marquise Brown and Andy Isabella. You got AJ Green, and you got Rondale Moore. DeAndre Hopkins is obviously suspended, like I said. They got a couple other guys, Greg Dortch and Antoine Wesley, but Antoine Wesley's on IR. The most interesting guys, the guys I'm telling you guys to watch out for, Marquise Brown, obviously you guys know who that is. He's played with Kyler Murray before. They played together at Oklahoma. They do have a connection. Don't be surprised if they try to beat our guys deep and try to beat them deep early. Excuse me, if I was coaching the Arizona Cardinals, my first play of the game would be a deep shot. And Andy Isabella got a lot of speed too. So those are guys that you got to watch for deep. So Marquise Brown, Andy Isabella, Rondale Moore, all speedsters. All got speed, all can torch you deep. AJ Green, he's obviously, man, he's got a career that's arguably a Hall of Fame career. He's on the tail end of that career. But he can still beat you in lots of different ways. He's still AJ Green, he's still big, he still can jump. So we got to watch out for him. Zach Ertz probably won't play. Their offensive line is pretty good interior-wise. I have question marks about especially their right tackle. So keep an eye on their right tackle and if he can hold up against our pass rush. Hopefully, Karlaftis and Frank Clark and all our other guys at the end, Mike Dana, hopefully they can get home a few times. That would make a huge difference for us. J.J. Watt, I think, is probably going to be out. I would be surprised if he plays. Then other guys of interest on their defense, Isaiah Simmons, the Kansas City native. Everybody knows about this dude. Freak athlete, man. He can play anywhere. They're lining him up at right inside linebacker in a 3-4 system. But honestly, they could line him up at corner or safety or just about anywhere. That dude, he's a baller, man. So we got to watch out for him, know where he's at on the field or he'll make you pay. I think the only reason Isaiah Simmons hasn't been having the same experience or the same success that Parsons had in Dallas is, frankly, Arizona doesn't use him correctly. So I think they're going to start, I've seen them starting to use him in more efficient ways. Hopefully they don't get that all figured out with us. And actually, Isaiah Simmons would be a guy that I would love to add to our roster. I know we're pretty set at linebacker, and I get that. But the dude can do a lot of things in a lot of different places. So that would be a guy that I would pay attention to throughout the year. And if he becomes available in a trade for something of low value, I'm gonna go grab him immediately. If I were Veach. Byron Murphy Jr., we got to watch him at corner. Marcus Golden, of course, he's a good linebacker as well. Jalen Thompson, Deontay Thompson, Trayvon Mullen's good. Budda Baker is a problem. So watch out for Budda Baker. That dude is a legit safety. He can get around. He can do a lot of different things. He's got a lot of speed. And if I were the Cardinals, that's who I would have guarding Travis Kelce. Budda Baker is capable as any safety is of guarding Travis Kelce. All right, so that's kind of the rundown or the scouting report, if you will. Their offense is dynamic or can be dynamic at times, but sometimes it disappears. Not too worried about their defense. I really think as long as we avoid those guys that I talked about, we should have a fairly easy time doing what we need to do on those guys, all right? So let me know what you guys are thinking about. Let me know if there's something particular about the Cardinals that worries you. I'm not too worried. I think here's the deal, guys. One of the things that has plagued our defense for years is a lack of youth and speed. We get just dudes off the street and veterans and this guy and that guy, and as you get older, you get slower. It's just the way it is, man. So the thing with a defense full of youth, and that's what our defense is, they're not gonna be slow. They'll make a mistake or two, but honestly, so did our veteran defenses. They made lots of mistakes, and then they didn't have the speed to make up for those mistakes. So with this defense, I'm looking forward to a more aggressive play style. I'm looking forward to sending some pressure. I'm looking forward to causing some problems with the speed. I am not worried about this game, man. I think this one's a big dub. I think we could get out pretty far ahead of them. I think Patrick Mahomes has got a chip on his shoulder, and the league doesn't want that. So we'll close out by talking about everybody's favorite AFC team, the Buffalo Bills. Listen, man, I watched them last night. They look good. They also turned the ball over 4 times. They also made a lot of mistakes. And the Rams are, I don't know, man. Sometimes teams win Super Bowls, and I wonder, like, especially the NFC teams, man. A lot of times recently, the NFC isn't as good. I mean, especially this year, they're not going to be as good, dude. So your path to the Super Bowl is easier, and there's something to be said for that, because if you get to the Super Bowl and your path was easier, you're more rested, you're more ready to go, and you might just get one, man. Am I saying the Rams got lucky? No, I'm not saying the Rams got lucky. I'm saying they had an advantage in the Super Bowl. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. And, you know, the NFC team in the Super Bowl this year is going to have an advantage, honestly, because they're not going to have the path that whatever AFC team represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. They're going to have a tough path, man. So, with that in mind, if you're out there and you're watching the Buffalo Bills game and you're scared of the Buffalo Bills, don't be. They're a good team. They're a real good football team. They got a lot of pieces on there. Gabe Davis continued his success last night. That dude he's a guy. You know, there's a lot of pieces to like there, including Josh Allen and stuff like that. But we're done, man, with the era of being scared of people, bro. That's not what happens here anymore. We're not scared of nobody. They're the ones chasing us. So take a deep breath, man. Everything's going to be okay. And be excited about your Kansas City Chiefs. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking about us and the Cardinals. Let me know what you're thinking about the Buffalo Bills and all the other teams that are going to play. Love you guys, man. Experience an awesome Red Friday. Stay hyped. Stay ready. And wish me luck tonight. I will update you guys on how the high school kids for me do tonight. And we're looking forward for a dub. We need a dub to get back on track. And we need to beat this team especially. It's nearly a must win already, 3rd week of the season. Because we really got to take care of business in the Omaha metro area. And if we take care of our Omaha metro teams, then we got a really good chance to make the playoffs. So tonight, it's a big deal. Wish me luck. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one, man. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now.